Hello, everyone. Hope all is well. I just wanted to just take a few moments here and just share with you a little bit about why I came on board with the Harvest team and the incredible work I think that they're really doing, and just it's amazing to be a part of. For over 20 years, I've been involved with helping people set goals, create real change in their life, helping them get from point A to point B. And that's not an easy process. It's a very difficult endeavor to really actually see real change in who we are and the outcome that we want for our life. There are two fundamental parts of that process that are just so important that I see people struggle with. And I think more than anything else, this is where I've seen Harvest kind of come in and fill that gap. Number one is, how do you go about this? And really more than anything else is that there's a whole world out there of a systematic, worked out, meticulous structure of how to actually change something, how to get from, where you are now to ideally where you want to be. And a lot of people unfortunately go through that process in a very random way, quite haphazard, etc. And unfortunately, when we continue to set goals for ourselves, we don't achieve them. The place that gets knocked more than anything else is our self-esteem. Number two is when people actually have accountability, where they're held to a certain standard of, did they do this? Did they make X, Y, and Z happen? Did they actually, follow through on this process they said they were working on? It's amazing to see what kind of real outcomes can develop from there. But unfortunately, so many times there's no accountability, there's no camaraderie, there's no person on the outside that's helping you to make sure that these things get done. We put it all on ourselves, and that's a really difficult thing to do. And I think more than anything else from my end, I think where Harvest has come in and what they're really doing is amazing, is they've set up an incredible system dealing with these two things. Number one, let me give you a clear approach about how not to actually talk about goals, but how to achieve them in the correct manner. And number two, let me give you the accountability you need, the community, the surrounding people, you name it, in order to make sure that these things are not just spoken about, but they're actually really happening. And I think when you take those two elements and you put them put them into a program, that's something I know for myself that I said, that's something I want to be a part of. That's something that's needed. And I think that when people can actually live a life where they're accomplishing their goals, their well-being, goes up tremendously, and life becomes totally different.